Hey guys! First of all, I have to apologize that it's been a while since I've filmed. Pretty much right after I got back from Berlin, some things were happening. I had to finish up producing a show for the local community theater. I had to recover mentally, emotionally, physically from running the marathon itself, and I lost my job. So I kind of had to take some time to kind of get my equilibrium, get my footing back. But I do think I am ready now to talk about Berlin. So that's what we're going to do today. I will have a race or a trip video coming up hopefully pretty soon for you guys. But like I said in the video right before Berlin, it isn't gonna look quite the same as most of my past videos, just because, as I've said before, I was focused on running it for the record, not necessarily filming it. I hope you still enjoy it anyway. Now to get into what I want to show you today, and that is all the goodies that I brought back from Germany. Let me start first with a couple things that I bought before I went over there. One thing that the Berlin Marathon has done in the past that didn't happen this year was the breakfast run. Obviously, for COVID circumstances, they didn't have the breakfast run, but I still wanted to go to the Olympic Stadium, which has been a part of the breakfast run in the past. So I kind of wanted to, as is my way, kind of dress the part and have some fun with that. So I bought a Team USA track and field tank from eBay. The maker was Bells and Bain, and the owner was so nice to work with. You'll see more pictures of this for sure in my upcoming video. Sorry, it's a little wrinkly. And I also got the team sweater. The sweater itself is from Amazon, but I had my friend who also helped me with my marathon outfit, which if you haven't seen that already, you'll see that in the video as well. But I had her help me with this project too, and she embroidered these letters and sewed them on there for me. So I was all decked out with my Team USA gear, which is something that the breakfast run in the past did. You kind of dressed to represent your country. So even though the official breakfast run was canceled, I had breakfast, I wore my outfit, I went to the Olympic Stadium, I had my own breakfast run, except it didn't really run, but oh well. Something else I got as a gift, and I'm not sure the person that actually gave it to me wants it to be known or not, but I just had to share it. It was kind of like a Germany care package. It's this Stein, and this is all carved out of wood, and then the inside is stainless steel. There were other goodies in there, but I was most blown away by that, I think. I also ordered the Berlin Goodrs before I went, but I forgot to get a picture of them while I was over there. I took them and everything. All right, so let's get into some of the other goodies. So starting with the Expo, I kind of went a little crazy, but I intended to, because unlike London and New York, where I returned with some non-buyer's remorse, I wasn't going to have that this time. If I felt like I needed it, I got it. So the first thing is actually what I'm wearing. This is a long sleeve. It says BMW Berlin Marathon, be a Berlin legend. Has Adidas, which is the maker there. And on the back, it also has BMW Berlin Marathon, be a Berlin legend. I'll put all the prices for this stuff down below in case you're curious about that. And also some of the links for things like the tank. Okay, the next thing I got at the Expo was this short sleeve. It says BMW Berlin Marathon Legend Maker. On the sleeve it says Adidas, and it says best running brand. And then on the back it has the course map with some kind of fun sayings. I think this was the only shirt with the course map on it, so that was the primary reason for getting it. So I had a long sleeve and a short sleeve that I could rock. Okay, and the big kahuna, I know you were probably all wondering if I got this, is the race jacket. When I first saw pictures of it, I wasn't quite sure about it. And I was like, well, I have the other two jackets. I probably want to complete the set, so I'll probably get it anyway. But seeing it in person is a lot different than the picture. It says BMW Berlin Marathon 2021. And then on the back, it says that as well, and kind of an interesting shimmer. And it also says Abbott World Marathon Majors. But I think my favorite part of this jacket is the collar. It says hashtag Berlin Legend. I got a large. I did pre-order some other items, but I didn't pre-order this because I wanted to get there and actually try it on. My other two marathon jackets were New Balance. I didn't know how different that was to how the Adidas's ran, so I wanted to try it on. Something else that I didn't pre-order, but that I ended up coming home with were these magnetic race bib holders. I don't use them that often, but again, I didn't want any non-buyer's remorse, so I picked them up. And I'm glad I did. They're a little bit different than some ones I've had in the past that have been round. They're square and they have the nice logo on it. And I did use these on race day, which was fun. Now to my pre-order items. I haven't even opened these. I ordered a large again. And this is the event shirt for this year. It has kind of a little map on the front, and then it has the race logo there and just stripes down the sleeve. And I also got the finisher shirt, which is black and kind of has that flagged line like you see across some finish lines with both the Adidas brand and the race logo as well. Part of the reason why I get shirts like this and like my blue one is because I plan on putting the event and then finisher shirts on a t-shirt quilt. I like it because then I can have shirts to go on my quilt, but also shirts to wear around and to rep the marathons. If you've seen my other expo hauls, you know there's something I always come home with, and that would be the marathon plushes. I have Harry and Freddie over there. Harry the Berry and Freddie the Teddy. And now I have another one to add to my collection. And let me tell you, this was not the easiest thing to find. I thought it was going to be with all the merch kind of like this. I'd kind of given up hope when all the stands said, no, we're not really selling those, or we haven't seen those this year. But then I happened to see the actual mascot outside taking pictures. And so I was like, well, I at least need to get a picture with the mascot. And he's the mascot for SCC events, not necessarily the marathon itself, but we'll go with it. Anyway, so I went to go up and take a picture, and one of my friends, Nikki, spotted a plush. So I asked about it and was able to get one. I feel so lucky about this. And here he is, Fridolin Flink, I think is how you say his name. He's got his little sunglasses. Now he's not a bear, I think he's a weasel. And I also got a signed card of him with his little biography. The only thing is, it's in German. I do have a translated copy, I think. That's pretty funny. I can put some of that below just so you can know more about this guy. I have to say, I think he was cheaper than my other bears, and let me show you the size difference. Harry is one of my smaller bears, but just look at the size difference. You knew, right? There were two bear choices in New York, and I'm kind of kicking myself. There's that non-buyer's remorse that I didn't get the second option of bear because I have special plans for it now. So if you are going to New York or know someone going to New York and they see this bear, I will pay. Please pick it up for me. A couple of free things from the marathon. We all, once we showed our paperwork, our COVID paperwork, and our runner information, we all got fitted with these bracelets, and it has the Brandenburg Gate and it has the race hashtags Berlin Legend and Run for Joy. Also for free, I got this Abbott World Marathon Majors magnet, and it says where champions run. And then also for free, we all got a tote to carry our pre-order items and whatever else in. I did get a little sad when I noticed that something happened here. I must have got caught in something. Maybe I can figure out some way to use it. I think some people have turned these into like cushions or something. I don't know. I'm not that skilled with sewing things, obviously. As I said earlier, I went to the Olympic Stadium, so I got some little free paper things like this, and I also got some postcards. I got some postcards both for me and For others, I got one of the Olympic Stadium itself. This kind of collage of Berlin. It has the gate in there. And another collage option has the TV tower in there, which I ate in for breakfast after the marathon with my good friend Jen. I also got this postcard. It has a lot of the things that both remind me of the race and of the trip itself. What I particularly liked about this one though was, look, it has 3 stars right there. And Berlin happened to be my 3rd star in my 6-star finisher journey. So I really liked that. It might be weird, but I pick up a lot of free paper things, like anything I can think of that reminds me of the trip. I guess it goes back to my scrapbook days. I just have all these like free paper goods, and some of them are napkins. I got a napkin from Wurst, which is the currywurst stand that I ate at after the marathon. This is the clean one. And then also the Big Dog Berlin, which was a hot dog bratwurst place that was in the bottom of our hotel, which we ate at quite a bit. And then I also picked up this kind of picture map of Berlin. Of course, I have my bib here as well. That's a paper good and a paper memory that I'll always keep. And I particularly wanted to show this again to you guys because I love how Berlin puts your name on the bib. You feel kind of elite that way because that's the only time really, other than maybe virtual race bibs, that you have your name on your bib. I got some more little paper goods about the Joy Box. Thank you to everyone who did send me a message to my Joy Box. I read those the night before the marathon. I also got some information guides, both in German and in English. I think this is a sticker. This is definitely a sticker of my pal, Fridolin. I have my ticket to the Olympic Stadium. And after the marathon, I took a bicycle cab. Best money I spent all trip. He had this map of Berlin in the back of his cab, and it had the little ample man on it. I did bring back some coin money. I just think it's so interesting. I have some pounds and things from England, so now I have some euros from Berlin. As far as race stuff and after race stuff, I did choose the poncho instead of the gear check bag. I didn't use it. It was warm enough that day. I didn't need it. It'll be nice to add to my New York poncho, although I can already tell the New York poncho is a little nicer. I did also take this at the finish line. It's just a plastic sheet. I'm definitely going to cut it up because, I mean, I didn't even bother. I just stuffed it in my suitcase. Maybe I can make something crafty out of that. I don't know. On the way there and back, I connected through Heathrow. And Heathrow was always my choice of connection just because from studying abroad there and my Kenyan mission trips, I'm just very familiar with Heathrow Airport. Plus, they have Wagamama in the Heathrow Airport. And I always try to aim to eat there, and it never works out, but I always keep trying anyway. On the way back, I knew I had to grab this particular type of treat. So I got a couple bags of Galaxy Minstrels. Not the best name. I love Galaxy chocolate, and I didn't see the bars, but I saw these, and they're kind of like Hershey's Drops, looks like. I have been waiting to eat these until I film this video, so these are not going to last more than a day or two. Now to a little bit of a story time. I don't know if you remember, but in New York, I was after a paper. It was kind of an adventure. I thought my hotel was gonna have it and they didn't. They'd had it every day up until that marathon Monday. I did snag a copy. I just missed the cutoff of getting into the paper by a little bit, but I was still happy to have the paper. In Berlin, I woke up super early. We didn't go out right away, but when we did, the first place I looked didn't have the paper. I didn't panic. Thought, oh, we'll run across it. We're up early enough. It'll be fine. Well, I looked all day. Sorry, Jen. And I just couldn't find it. So I put out a call for help on a marathon group I'm in. And guys, before I left Berlin on Tuesday, I had a picture of the page I was on. I had a scanned copy of the page I was on, and I was promised a mailed copy of at least the page I was on. These papers were not easy to find. Last week, from when I'm filming this video, I received not just the page that I was on, but the complete copy of the paper free of charge. from somebody that I met at my flight gate, the gate I left from in the airport. Never met him before that. Andrew, thank you so much for this. It honestly means more than just if I would have gotten it off the newsstand, because now it reminds me not only of the race, but of the kindness of runners and just this mentality that we all look out for each other and we're there for each other. And I just love that. So this paper means even more to me now. Thank you again, Andrew. Gosh, I almost got emotional on that last one. I am probably forgetting something. I'm sorry. I didn't buy too much, to be honest, apart from my Christmas gifts, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you have specific questions about any of it, or even a product I didn't show, maybe some of my friends got it, I'd be more than willing to see if I can get that question answered. But let me tell you guys, I didn't come home with a mug or an ornament. Now I do plan to make one of these bib mugs, although the makers of these back here do not make them anymore. But I have a plan, I also was eyeing a pretzel ornament on Amazon because, you know, why not? Again, if you have any questions, let me know. And until next time, which I'm hoping is that Berlin race trip video, please like, comment with your favorite thing that I got, subscribe, and ring the bell 2 times for notifications. Bye, guys. Prost. I wonder if I could drink hot chocolate out of this.